Hi, and welcome back to the Latc Wk for week 2. Last week, if you were following us, including Twitter, we went 3-1 against the spread, including the Green Bay game on Thursday night, kicking the season off. If you did follow us last week, you cashed tickets. This week, we're looking to go 3-0 with the Latc Wk for week 2, starting with the 1 o'clock lock, Indianapolis at Tennessee. Indianapolis has proved that they can possibly win without Andrew Luck. They went down and had a tremendous game last week and came out winners. They looked pretty good doing it. Defensively, they played well. Offensively, Marlon Mack went nuts. T.Y. Hilton looked just as advertised, even without Andrew Luck there. This week, they're playing a very one-dimensional Tennessee team who really kind of squeaked out a win. And if they can hold Derrick Henry back, which they can, they should be able to win this game, no problem. I do look, though, however, for a lot of scoring to happen. This is one of those games, interdivisional, a lot of knowing about what the other team's going to do, a lot of game planning against what they're going to do offensively. They should be able to put up some points in this game. The total in this game is 44.5. We're looking to go over the total in the 1 o'clock lock, Indianapolis at Tennessee. On to the 4 o'clock lock, we've got New Orleans taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Rams came out a winner last week. New Orleans squeaked one out against Houston on the Monday night opener. Don't look for New Orleans to come into this game doing exactly what they did last week at home. On the road with the Rams have a lot of weapons, including Brandon Cooks, who's I'm sure going to be looking to get a little bit something over on top of his old team. The Rams are only laying 2 in this game. The line is kind of slanting towards New Orleans getting the points. However, I'm going against the grain. I'm taking the Rams. I'm laying the 2. Way too many weapons. Last week, New Orleans almost lost at home to Houston, a pretty much one-dimensional team without their big running game going as much as it could have gone. And let's face it, Watson was not looking great. He got hurt at some point in that game in the first quarter when he went in for the touchdown, flipping over, landing on his back. He played kind of not so well. He was beat up, and they still almost won that game at home for New Orleans. Look, I like New Orleans. I think they're a great team, much better at home. They're in L.A. Look for the Rams to take this one out. Look for them to win by at least a touchdown or more, possibly even 10 points, double digits or more, believe it or not. Lay the 2 comfortably with the Rams. That's the 4 o'clock lock. On to the 8 o'clock lock. Philadelphia taking on Atlanta. Atlanta's home. And historically, Atlanta in the first week kind of lays an egg, which they did. But I think Matt Ryan's going to bounce back. Julio Jones, he's much better than that. Look for them at home to be able to throw all over this Philadelphia defense and their defensive backfield. Look for them to get back into a rhythm. In this game, the total is going to 52.5 from 51. I like the over in this game, too. I think Philadelphia is definitely going to score. We saw them in this first game against Washington last week come out of the gate slow, as a lot of teams did, because they didn't play a lot in the preseason. Last week was almost like their extended preseason. You saw the Eagles, though, however, come back against the Redskins, who played a great game. They came back. They started to look good. They started to click. They started to come around. They started to put up points with Wentz and the rest of the offense. I think Atlanta, who usually, again, bounces back after that first week loss, puts up a ton of points. Look for that total to go over the 52.5. That's the 8 o'clock lock. Until next week, we go 3-0. Take it to the book, take it to the bank, and as